right here at ringside. We're set to go with another day. USWA Championship Wrestling today. Quite a show. We got the king in here. Jerry Lawler will be in action today. A little bit later on, we'll also have Snowman in action in the ring. And we're going to be asking Jerry about the results of that title match, which occurred last week at the Mid-South Coliseum, too. All of that coming up. Lots more, too. Tell you what, let's just get it underway very quickly. Jerry Lawler will be here when we return from these messages.
Levy Auto Parts, call 521-0645 or 526-0645.
Howdy! What's the #1 thing you...
Deuce Mason is in the ring right now. We are just about set to go. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match scheduled here. Referee Jerry Calhoun making his way up to the ring. And here comes the king. It's going to be Lawler against Deuce Mason. The king with the robes and the crown and steps up onto the ring apron right now. Deuce Mason stalking back and forth across the ring. A couple of instructions from referee Jerry Calhoun. The crown placed gently out on the ring apron. And the robe folded neatly and handed to security. Now we're just about ready to go here. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, so let's get him going. And that is exactly what has happened right now as the bell sounds. Lawler against Deuce Mason. Mason we've seen before here on Championship Wrestling. Good size on him. Actual weigh almost as much as Lawler. Whoa! Boy, what a move. He shoves Lawler back into the rope. Mason, of course, does not have the experience that Jerry Lawler would have. They tie it up again right in the middle of the ring. Mason forcing him back to the corner, but Lawler reverses him into the turnbuckle and beals him across the ring. Mason bounces once, gets up on his feet, and Jerry Lawler is right there with a drop kick and pops Mason down to the mat. Deuce Mason walking around the ring now, back under the ropes, up on his feet. Lawler just waiting for him there. We're 1 minute into the action. Oh, Mason raked Lawler across the eyes and came in with a right fist and another one. Lawler staggered back in the corner as Mason hits him with a fist again. Deuce Mason using that right hand freely here, and Lawler off his feet down on the mat. Mason in there again with a right fist. Fires Lawler into the turnbuckles. Comes after him, but misses. A mistake by Deuce Mason. And Lawler set to take advantage of it. There he is. He's up on the rope. The smash off the middle rope. And a cover. This may be it. Count is 2, 3. Lawler gets himself the victory. 1 minute, 49 seconds the time on it, and Deuce Mason thought he had things going pretty doggone well as he was using first the right hand and then the left hand and then the right hand again against Jerry Lawler. But Lawler comes back and takes it handily at 1 minute, 48 seconds with that smash off the middle rope. King here right now.
Mic, Dave?
That mic is live. You may use it, yes.
Let me, you know, I have probably been asked more this week. Hey, look, you guys can go home now. Your cage, I'm sure, is cleaned out by now, so you go home. We got my usual fan club over there, Dave.
Yep.
You know, the funny thing, let me ask you guys one more thing. What is that, you right there, you in the red shirt, come here for a minute, come here. What's your name?
Jojo.
Jojo. What is that? What? Double J. Okay. What is that you guys are hollering over there? Get what? Get bucked. Get bucked. Get bucked. What does that mean? Wait a minute. What exactly does that mean, JJ?
It basically getting wild, you know. Get some action.
Get buck wild, right? So in other words, when you guys are saying get buck, that means you want people to get wild, right?
Yes, that means for you or a Snowman to get, get wild, get fired up, show some action.
Thank you. So now we understand what that means, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Got an explanation here.
Good. Now, you know, there's been a lot of talk, as I was just going to say. This week I have been asked more times than ever, did I win the belt back? Did I beat Snowman? And it's a little bit of an embarrassing situation to have to say that I still do not have the belt around my waist. Now, I feel like there's a reason for that. And we have a little piece of footage that I want to show to everybody here in just a second. But first, before we do that, what I wanted to say is, you know, a few weeks ago, downtown Bruno, I'll admit, was in my corner for a match. But since that time, also on that night, Ronnie P. Gossett was also in my corner. Well, one night after a match, Ronnie P. Gossett and I had a few words. One thing led to another. Words led to a little altercation. And I wound up punching Ronnie P. Gossett in the mouth. So, since that time, I realized that I didn't want to have anything more to do with managers like Gossett or like Bruno. Well, last Monday night, Bruno comes out to the ring, and he says that he's going to offer his services to me as my manager, absolutely free. I said, no, I didn't want it. Anyway, he proceeds to sit down at ringside, and about 3 different times in the match, I had Snowman pinned. He saved himself with a foot on the rope, which that's perfectly legal, but the referee did count to 3 before he saw the man's foot on the rope. But he restarted the match. That's fine. But the problem was, then later on, when he had me pinned, and I saved myself with a foot on the rope, because believe me, I wasn't hurt, I wasn't out, I knew exactly what was taking place. At the count of 1, I put my foot on the rope, I knew that would stop the count. The referee counts 2. Then I feel somebody shoved my foot off the rope, and the referee counts 3. And it was downtown Bruno. So, you know, I just feel like that what took place there, and you know, I don't know if I should blame Snowman or not, because as far as I know, maybe Snowman and Bruno got together on this. Maybe Bruno and Snowman had this little thing plotted out all along. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it looks a little shady. Let's watch this little piece of footage. Watch for Bruno at the end. It's real quick, but you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here.
Snowman climbing back up in there, but Lawler catching him early with a right. Kicks the Snowman in the rib cage. And again, Lawler picks the Snowman up, staggers him. Snowman trying to go for a right and misses. As Lawler saying, come on, put one here. The Snowman still a little wobbly. Can't quite get a punch in, but Lawler does. Ball is in with a right. Fires the Snowman off into the ropes. Lawler going for a backdrop, and the Snowman catches him with a foot. The Snowman fired up. Comes down with a right. Goes for a pin cover. Count of 1. Count of 2. Lawler's foot was on the bottom rope. But downtown Bruno just knocked it off, and the referee counts 3. I can't believe it. Lawler's foot was on that bottom rope. And downtown Bruno runs in from ringside and just pushes his foot right off of that bottom rope. And the Snowman's going to keep the Unified World Heavyweight title. In 14 minutes and 50 seconds, the Snowman is going to walk out of here with the title. Lawler right here in front of our table had his foot up on that bottom rope as downtown Bruno comes running in and pushes the foot right off of it.
Well, let me just say, I will not imply that Snowman and Bruno had anything to do with that being together. I do realize that I had just sort of made a fool out of Bruno a little bit before that, and he probably felt like he was going to show me what he was worth to somebody, whether it was me or not. But all I can say is, Snowman, let me tell you this. Yeah, where is he still in the audience today? Where you at, Snowman? Snowman is still sitting in the audience. He's still wearing that belt around. You know, I realize, Snowman, that you're real proud of that title. I know you love that belt. Somebody told me he was in a Waffle House the other day wearing the belt. I realize that you go and I understand your wife has belt prints on her back now. So, Snowman, you can take it off every now and then, you know. You don't have to wear it 24 hours a day. I realize you love it. I realize you're proud of it. I know all your people are real proud of you. But let me just tell you this. It's all coming to an end because this week there's going to be 2 referees. This week there'll be none of that outside hanky-panky. It's just going to be me and Snowman and 2 referees to watch all the whole situation. And that, Snowman, is when your reign as the world champion is going to come to an end. That's all I got to say about that. Let me give one word of warning. Yeah. Let me get... Listen to him. Hey, I got a great idea. Let's make a Tarzan movie. What do you think? Huh? Look, let me just say this about downtown Bruno. Bruno, you little scrawny runt. If you put a dime on your head, you'd look just like a nail. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you come anywhere around my matches from now on, punk, I'm going to take my fist and run it right down your throat. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not going to be managing me.
The wild thing is coming out here. Jeff Gaylord and Scott Braddock with Bruno.
My interview was with Bruno. I'm talking about him, if you don't mind. What do you want?
I want to tell you something.
What?
I want to tell you the things you've been saying about Bruno are not true. Let me tell you about downtown Bruno. He's a man of integrity. He's a man with wealth and brains, and he's going to take the wild things a long way. So I don't appreciate any negative comments about Bruno. And I want to tell you something else, Jerry Lawler. The real reason you lost the belt, brother, is because you're a loser.
And I think it's about time for you, Jerry Lawler, to just leave so we can do our interview. Let me tell everybody about that tag team of the 90s. I'm talking about the Wild Things. Downtown Bruno has a worldwide reputation for only associating with the greatest professional wrestlers in the world today. And right here, I've got the most awesome physical specimen in the world today. I've got the greatest tag team in the world today, and Rex King and Joey Maggs. You may have the belts for now. You may have them for short, but you won't have them for long, because right here is a team that can't be beat. All the tag teams I've been associated with over the years, and everybody knows who they are. This is the best team. Jeff, do you have anything else to say?
That's all we got to say. Bit of an equalizer from the King as he comes out with a baseball bat on his shoulder, and that'll do it for the Wild Things, it looks like, as they head back for the dressing area right there.
I'd like to finish my interview. I was almost through before. Let me just say this to the Wild Things and to downtown Bruno. If I see any of you anywhere close to my matches, I promise you I'll take this bat and stick it where the sun don't shine.
That's the word from the King. We'll be back with a Snowman when we return.
Wouldn't it be great if you were at a party and suddenly you could...
Chevrolet Geo, over 50 years of service in Memphis.
Yes, thank you for both. Well, Myron, do we have a total? Sure, Snowbird. According to our survey, 58% say it's the heat, and 42% say it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Well, really, guys, you know it's both. That's why you need to watch the Heat Index report for the combined heat and humidity right here on TV5.
Stay cool this summer with Snowbird, brought to you by TV5 and Baptist Memorial Hospital. Just dial doctors.
His gun doesn't need a silencer. His mouth does.
Treat me like the big that I am.
Uncontrollable. Unstoppable. Unmistakably Dice.
Nice to meet your acquaintance.
Andrew Dice Clay.
I'm sorry that I made you clean the toilets. I mean, who did all the work in bed?
Is Ford Fairlane.
What'd I say? Come on.
Rated R.
Starts Wednesday at theaters everywhere.
Well, I think you saw Snowman in the audience just a moment ago. We want to give him the opportunity to say what he wants to say about past matches, perhaps, and the upcoming match in which he's going to have to put that belt back on the line against Jerry Lawler, as the King will be trying again to take the belt back, regain the unified World Heavyweight Championship. And Snowman still got the belt. That microphone is live if you'd like to use it, yes.
Where's Eddie Marlin?
Eddie is not here today. Eddie is not feeling well.
Is it okay if I lay the World Unified belt down, as long as it don't get around Lawler's waist? And I know this, Lawler, you sound like a crybaby, and you sound like you look like you don't have your belt, so I guess you're walking around like this trying to hold your pants up. So, look, I want you to know that I don't have any associated in Dave Brown. You know I want to associate with downtown Bruno.
Well,
downtown, I don't want to put you down too bad, but I heard this. I want your company anyway, so Lawler don't even try to affiliate me with him, okay? Because I heard that the young man threw the water up in the air and run out from under the water. Now, if he's not taking the belt, do you think I want him on my side? But getting back to professional wrestling, Jerry Lawler, you can't beat me, and I heard, we're going to have 1, 2, it don't make any difference, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dave Brown, I don't care how many referees he has. He can't beat me. Any day of the week, I'll take him on. He can't beat me. He's a failure. Now, you got all the people out there in Germantown, all up and down Walnut Grove, running around just like the little ducks and everything at the Peabody down there. They saying, Jerry Lawler, listen, Dave, they come to him like this, Lawler, why you can't beat him? You can't beat him? When you gonna get your belt back? You got the belt back. Now, I'm gonna express something right fast because I know this is a wrestling program, and Channel 5 is a very strong TV station, and we got strong wrestling. Look here. Jerry Lawler don't want to touch this belt anymore because I carried this belt through Hollywood community, Bellwater, Claiborne Home, all these people out there, Chelsea, Binghamton, all of them have touched this belt, Dave, so I know he don't want to touch it anymore. I don't think he wants it. You think he can beat me, Dave Brown?
I don't know if he can beat you or not. I know he's going to try Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. I know he wants that belt probably more than just about anything. And the two referees, whether you had anything to do with Bruno or not, I don't know. He said he didn't know. But the reason for the referee outside the ring is to make sure there's no outside interference.
Well, Dave, you can have any referee you want to have. He can't beat me.
We'll
Lawler,
see.
so bring it on. Bring it on. This time he's going to get hurt, Dave, real bad.
We'll see what happens Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Snowman against Jerry Lawler for this belt right here. The World Unified title will be on the line. Got a non-title match coming up right here. Snowman climbs into the ring. He will be going against T.D. Steele. T.D. Steele, boy, he has been in the ring with more confidence than just about any young wrestler you've seen in a long, long time. When he steps in there, T.D. thinks that he can beat anybody. And he's going against the current holder of the unified belt, the Snowman. Count is 1, 2, and 3. Boy, that didn't take long. The Snowman, whoa, the Snowman thought he was going to help him up, and he did, but only to nail him with a right hand. T.D. Steele coming after him. All right, there's already been a 3 count, the referee said. This one's over. Oh, my goodness. Snowman throws T.D. Steele out of the ring, down onto the floor, and the Snowman mighty unhappy. T.D. Steele trying to claim victory some way down there. I don't know how.
Dave Brown, that goes out for Jerry Lawler. Let me tell you something. When I get in the ring, I don't care what the people think over here. That's bidding. That's why I make my money. TD, sound another line. Don't sound the line to get in there with me, boy.
The Snowman. We'll be back with more championship wrestling after this.
When you pick up...
Ben Jordan and Tim Hall in the ring right now. They have got their work cut out for them today because they're going to be going against that very rough team that we actually saw a little bit earlier who came out here uninvited. Scott Braddock, Jeff Gaylord, Downtown Bruno. Those are the Wild Things. Up on the ring apron right now. They step through the ropes and head for Ben Jordan. Ben Jordan doubled up the fist and said, okay, you want to battle that way? I'm ready. Scott Braddock backed off briefly, but here he comes again. Picks up Ben Jordan. Body slams him. Here's the king out here.
Dave, they won't mind if I just come and kind of sit here at ringside.
No, not at all. Matter of fact,
Downtown Bruno doesn't do anything he shouldn't do.
I think we get you a chair. Yeah, there we go. Let's get you a chair up here. Jerry Lawler joining us here at ringside. Help us commentate on this match right here. Ben Jordan trying to get him off his feet, but Scott Braddock shows you some of that strength. Boy, this guy's tough.
You know what I can't understand, Dave, is why two guys as big and impressive looking as this Scott Braddock and this Jeff Gaylord, golly, as impressive looking as they are, what would they need a little scrawny runt like Downtown Bruno in their corner for?
Well, I don't know. I think that's a good question.
This guy, how strong he is.
Yeah, he is tough. The Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord. Over to the corner, Ben Jordan gets the tag on Tim Hall. Tim Hall, the bigger of the two people in that corner, but not quite as much experience, actually, as Ben Jordan.
I think about the only thing Bruno is good for is what he's doing right now. I mean, you know, as you can hear him, he's standing there and he's shouting, he's shouting derogatory things to his opponent, and that may have a psychological effect on him, but that little wimp couldn't hurt anybody if he hit him with a hammer.
Well, he can sure run his mouth, and he does that, and as you know, he can interfere from outside and do things like brush people's feet off the ropes and prevent the count from being stopped. Jeff Gaylord, Scott Braddock, Downtown Bruno with a celebration as the Wild Things get themselves a victory. The time on it, 1:21 seconds, 1:21, and look at Bruno swaggering out of here. There he goes.
Chris Adams' apple didn't have no shape at all, would he?
I tell you, he is something else, no doubt about it. Tell you what, let's take a break. We'll be back. Stay with us if you will. We'll return in a moment.
Seafood and lobster or turkey breast sub for only $2.29 at Subway.
You know, when you got it right, you got it right. Whether you're talking about this, or whether you're talking about the one and only Diet Cola that does it for Ray, Diet Pepsi. You know, nothing tastes as good to me as Diet Pepsi. All right, now, who was the wise guy?
Diet Pepsi with 100% NutraSweet.
Now, that's the right one, baby.
There's some of the fans joining us here for Championship Wrestling today. We'd love to have you here. Just keep a pencil handy and write down the address that we show you each week for tickets that are free to Studio Wrestling. The self-addressed stamped envelope, though, is something that must be in there. Look, I don't want to get into a great big discussion of this. Jerry Lawler joining us here again, but last week we had a horribly one-sided situation when we were leaving the air. I asked if you would go in and try to get it stopped. You did, and I just wanted to say thanks for that and let it go at that.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
We've got some videotape I'd like to take a look at right here if you'd like to watch this. Bill Dundee and Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony have been going at each other, and they were in a match this past week. There were several things that occurred, including Dirty White Girl and Tessa getting involved in action, too.
That's the part that I was real interested in. Those two got together down there, and it was a little on the wild side. And then, you know, before everything could, I mean, you know, I thought that they had instituted rules about run-ins and stuff around here. Apparently a $1,000 fine to a lot of these guys doesn't mean a whole lot, because John Tatum then ran in on the Dundee and Tony Anthony's match, and man, they left Dundee for dead down there, and it never did get the situation with Tessa and Dirty White Girl resolved either.
That's right, and we've got some videotape of that, so take a look at what happened last week in that
Tessa
match.
and Dirty White Girl, this is good.
Dundee with a sunset flip. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be it. Superstar Bill Dundee with a sunset flip defeats the Dirty White Boy. The Dirty White Boy in there to the right just jumped Dundee after Dundee pinned him right in the middle of the ring. The Dirty White Girl back out at ringside, coming in, takes that whip of hers. Nails Dundee with it. The White Boy holding Dundee down as the White Girl in there with that whip. Going to work on Dundee. And here comes Tessa again. Grabs the White Girl's leg, takes her down to the canvas. And they're going at it. As the Dirty White Boy still working over Dundee. The White Girl and Tessa going at it in the middle of the ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to hold Tessa back from going after the White Girl, and there she goes, chasing her in the back. As Dundee fires the White Boy into the corner. Big hip toss out of it. John Tatum coming from the back, just levels Dundee. John Tatum in there with the shoe off as the White Boy holding Dundee up, puts him down to the canvas. In here, double teaming now on the Superstar. Big super kick. Puts Dundee down. Dundee in bad trouble now. The White Boy holds him up for a pile driver. John Tatum in there just jamming that neck right down into the canvas. Dundee needing help in here desperately now. As John Tatum and the White Boy continue to dish out the punishment on the Superstar. John Tatum now holding Dundee up. The White Boy with a clothesline almost takes the head right off of Dundee. Again in there with that super kick. Catches Dundee right in the head. As Dundee on the canvas now. In comes Ben Jordan. Gonna try and lend a hand in here. John Tatum just catches him. Runs him on over the top rope, and out goes Jordan. As the White Boy and Tatum continue to beat on Bill Dundee. In comes Joey Maggs as Maggs goes up and over the top rope. Rex King out to try and help, but the White Boy catches him. That's the White Boy with a reverse neck breaker on Dundee in the ring. Dundee in bad shape now. He's been pile driven and then followed up with that reverse neck breaker on him. Joey Maggs again trying to get up out there and help Dundee out. It's caught by Tatum. Rex King up and over the top rope now. John Tatum signaling for a pile driver, it looks like. He's gonna do it again. Dundee in bad trouble. Has his head jammed right down into that mat again. The White Boy in there with that added leverage. Drives Dundee's head right down into the canvas. The White Boy and John Tatum successful thus far holding Rex King. Enjoy Maggs and Ben Jordan at bay. Down goes referee Jerry Calhoun. I can assure you there'll be some fines leveled after going after Calhoun.
Well, you're right. Interference there, and boy, what a wild thing with Tessa and Dirty White Girl went on. Here comes the superstar with Tessa right now. Here we get a few words from Bill about the situation which occurred down there, and upcoming situation too. Bill, good to see you here with Tessa.
You know what's good about going away? Bill, can I say one thing before you start? I believe that's the worst beating I've ever seen any one human take in my life.
Hey, Lawler, you give a few of them out, brother, but let's not get into that. Now, I'm going to say this to you. There's some things you got to do in your life that you don't particularly like doing, and I just done one, brother. It's spending an awful lot of money, and I made it, what would you call it? A deal with the devil, if you may will. A deal with the devil, brother. You know what you got to do when you deal with the devil? You got to play the devil's advocate. You got to pay a lot of money out to get it. And I had to fork out $5,000, brother, of my hard-earned money because of you, John Tatum, because you were still jealous that I won Miss Tessa, and you, white boy, couldn't collect the bounty. So the two of you together going to run down there and beat up on the superstar. Well, brother, they've been doing that a long time around here, and I'm still standing here. So, what did I do? I went out and got me a guy that's as mean and as bad and as nasty as both of you. And like I said, I had to pay $5,000, brother.
Hey. Wait a minute, you mean you're trying to tell me that you paid somebody you made a deal with the devil for $5,000 to be your partner?
Yes, sir, I did.
Well, gee, for that kind of money, you could have made a deal with a king and you wouldn't have had to deal with the devil, brother.
Hey, I wouldn't have had to deal with the devil. Listen to who's talking. That's the devil's right-hand man sitting there, brother. Well, anyway, without much further ado, I know he's out there because I got to pay him. So just wander out here, brother, and we'll show Tatum and the white boy who's going to beat him up.
It's going to be your partner this week.
Yes,
and
sir,
the match is coming up against John Tatum and the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony. I don't see anybody.
I do know he's out here. I know he is.
Well, where is he, Bill?
Yeah,
the devil ain't showed up.
I don't see him at all.
I'm telling you, he's out.
All right. Look out. Oh, he'll kill him. He'll kill him.
He's not going to come out. As long as Jerry Lawler's out here, your partner's not going to come out.
Oh, my God, I thought you was taking his place.
Do what? As long as Jerry Lawler's out here, his partner's not coming out.
Oh, man. Jerry, please, will you... Gee, who is it? It ain't that he's scared of Lawler. It's just like, right now, everybody's kind of mad at Kingfish.
All right, I appreciate that. All right, yeah. Okay, there goes the king, who has graciously agreed to leave the area. And now, maybe we can get your partner out.
All right, here we go, folks. Here we go. Better is to come by. They don't get no better than this. And he does this just for money, brother.
Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
Hello. Hello. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
What of a surprise. Yes, indeed.
You know, I want to tell you something. I'm just as surprised as anybody else out there. When Bill Superstar Dundee called me and told me how much money he had for me to get into the ring to wrestle the Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony and Hollywood John Tatum. Well, Bill Superstar Dundee, I want you and all the people in Dave Brown to know I'm the best friend money can buy. And I'm going to stand by your side. There'll be no double-crossing. I am your friend for life with this money. And Hollywood John Tatum, I want you to know right now, for 4 years I've waited for this. It's a reunion I can't wait for. And also, Dirty White Boy, I'm going to let the air out of you, and you're going to fly around that arena like a balloon on a mission. And also, Tessa, with this money, I won't mind grabbing the Dirty White Girl, maybe slapping her around.
Oh, talking about the white girl. Come here, baby. Come on over here.
Let me tell you something. Dirty White Girl, you are the most unladylike woman I have ever met in my life. You cannot conduct yourself.
Hey. Dirty White Boys and Dirty White Girl out here. One of them holding Dundee, Tom Burton holding Dundee. And the Dirty White Girl went to work over on Tessa. Well, they get out of here. Hey, that was bad, and you didn't lift a finger to help him.
Eddie, what? Who did you hit?
I didn't nobody.
Huh?
I didn't hit anybody.
What? That's what a pay
Oh, I guess you wanted my help today.
Of course that was.
Wait a minute. We made the deal for this week at the Coliseum. I said I would be your partner. It said nothing about helping you on television. Nothing at all. You did not say anything about helping you. See, to the common people, it's overtime and bonus money. So if you want my help on TV, give me some money.
Eddie, we got to wrestle today, man. It's right there on the ship. So
You got a match here.
Well, nobody said anything to me. I didn't bring my stuff. Now, that's extra money, Bill. I'm sorry. You didn't say anything about that when we talked on the phone. Nothing. But wait a minute. If you got to wrestle today, I'll tell you what, I'll stay in your corner because that's free. Oh, for free, huh?
That's mighty big of you, Eddie. Yeah, stand in the corner there for him. I don't know. I tell you what. Let's come back, and we'll tell you all about some action coming up in just a moment.
My first dance. And who danced with me except Jeffrey Kaiser, the biggest nerd? Cheer up. You're drinking milk, and this is you in a few years. Not with this brave face and gross hair. Well, you're growing fast, and milk can help you get a great smile and gorgeous hair. But my body, the only difference between me and the guys is distress. Hey, you can see we turned out just fine. Who is that? That's Jeffrey Kaiser.
Milk. It does the body good.
If you're renting now or even thinking about renting, listen. Central can save you a lot of money. At Central, you'll find the best products at the best prices in town. We guarantee it. For only $18.95 a week, you can have a heavy-duty Whirlpool washer and dryer, or this 18-foot Whirlpool frost-free refrigerator. We're Memphis hometown people offering the lowest prices on all your rental needs. Why pay more?
Central. Best products, best prices. Call them now.
Listen carefully. There's only time to tell you twice. McDonald's has bacon double cheese cheeseburgers with hickory smoked bacon, golden melted cheese, and a double layer of juicy beef. So come in on the double, because bacon double cheese cheeseburgers are going once, going twice, then they're gone.
Now, for a limited time at participating McDonald's, buy a refreshing Coke float made with our new low-fat frozen yogurt and receive an old-fashioned fountain glass free.
Hi, folks. Bob Burkheimer for Sunrise Pontiac GMC Truck. It's Gold Rush Days at Sunrise. Stake your claim on one over 500 new cars and trucks with savings high as $5,000. If you're a little light of gold dust, remember, Sunrise has immediate financing available with next to nothing down. And if you're prospecting for a good used car or truck, you'll find the mother lode at Sunrise close to $1 million worth, with a lot specializing in cars and trucks under $29.95. Want to strike it rich on your next car or truck? Remember, there's gold in them deals at Sunrise, the ugliest building on Covington Pike, Memphis.
Bad Wayne Bright from Cool 101 joining me right here by ringside to tell us about some of the action coming up Monday night, some of the special events. You've been ring announcer down there for several weeks, going to be back this week. And what's special this time around?
Well, I tell you, Dave, in addition to all the wrestling action we're going to be honoring the personnel and their families at the Millington Naval Air Station. They get into the gold section of the loge seats for just $3 this week. Now, we're going to have two mascots. In addition to Bundy the Gorilla, we're going to have the famous Super Chicken mascots, and they're going to be passing out prizes and surprises for the kids during the matches. Plenty of lucky number prizes, wrestling souvenirs, tickets to be given away. And we're going to give away another weekend getaway this week at Monday Night Wrestling. And we want to bring Sharon Abrams out from Pyramid Travel and tell us where our destination is this week.
Yeah, Sharon, where's this trip?
Sandestin Beach, Florida.
All right.
Sandestin Beach, Florida again.
One of the favorite vacation places of Memphis
exactly.
in the Mid-South. All right, thanks. Courtesy of Pyramid Travel. All right.
Luxury weekend at the Sandestin Beach Hilton Hotel in Sandestin Beach, Florida. Of course, we're going to have the USWA Ring Girls on hand. Prizes, surprises, and, of course, yours truly from Cool 101. I'll have my cool mass bodyguard down there, and we're going to have a lot of fun Monday night. Oh, absolutely no purchase necessary for the weekend in Sandestin Beach, Florida.
Right, and no beer sales at the Mid-South Coliseum. Family atmosphere, family appreciation night. Plenty of secured parking is available. There's extra security on the parking for your enjoyment of championship wrestling Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Here's the card. Opening match. At 8 o'clock is when it all begins. T.D. Steele. Boy, T.D. had a short day today. It didn't work out well against the Snowman. He will be trying again Monday night, and I guarantee you he'll be confident that he can beat Dirty White Boy Tom Burton when he steps in the ring against him in the opening match Monday night. Ben Jordan, then, will be going against, from the Rock and Roll RPM's, Tommy Lane. RPM Tommy Lane wrestling as a single against Ben Jordan. Then it'll be Don Bass going against King Cobra. Nightmare Ken Wayne will be going against Kowabunga. More about that a little bit later on. USWA Tag Team titles will be on the line then as the Wild Things with Downtown Bruno. The Wild Things, of course, you saw out here just a few moments ago, Jeff Gaylord and Scott Braddock. They'll be trying to take the belts away from the champions, Rex King and Joey Maggs. That is going to be a USWA Tag Team title match. That's not all, though. Special grudge match coming up. Bill Superstar Dundee and Eddie Gilbert, if he gets the check, I guess. Boy, out here a minute ago, if he's not paid to do it, he's not going to get involved. Bill Dundee with Tessa. Eddie Gilbert will be his partner in the special extra added grudge match, going against Hollywood John Tatum and Tony Anthony. Anthony will have Dirty White Girl in that corner, too. That should be some kind of match to see. But then, it's not all. This is a triple main event with the USWA tag titles, the special grudge match, and the unified world title match. 2 referees, 1 in the ring, 1 outside the ring to prevent things from happening like happened last week from outside the ring. It is going to be the King, Jerry Lawler, going against the Snowman as Lawler tries again to take that unified world title back from the Snowman. 8 o'clock again is when it all begins Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. It looks like quite a night of action, and Bad Wayne Bright from Cool 101 there with some special prizes of his own. Looking forward to a big night down there.
I want to remind everybody that Monday morning on Cool 101, we're going to have free wrestling tickets, so tune in and try to win.
Okay, very good. And by the way, speaking of tickets, they're available up to 5 o'clock at the Coliseum all day on Monday and at any of the convenient Ticketmaster locations, including the Millington Naval Air Station, who are a special honored guest on Monday night at the Coliseum. Well, they've already been out here. I hesitate to invite them back, but a scheduled interview right now for Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy, and Dirty White Girl. Here they come. They were out here and jumped Bill Dundee and Tessa in a horrible display of sportsmanship a moment ago.
Sportsmanship? Nobody said anything about sportsmanship, baby. When you want to get down and you want to get nasty, that's fine. Now, Superstar Bill Dundee, you had to go and pay somebody $5,000 to get a partner. What's the matter, boy? Ain't you got no friends? Well, you know, hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Baby, your reputation speaks for itself. But you come out here, you're going to let the air out of me? Well, that's something that you've got to do, big boy. And I talked to John Tatum, Hollywood John Tatum, you folks. And he assured me, Superstar, that he's going to super kick you all over that building. And Eddie Gilbert, if need be, baby, I'll take you to the top of that building. We'll go out in the parking lot. It don't matter to me, so come prepared, boy. You understand what I'm saying? And Dundee, you better come prepared. And do you have anything to say there, white girl?
You know, Tessa, you think that's bad. That's just an example of what I've got in store for you Monday night. You better be looking over your shoulder, because I will be there.
We'll see you later, Dave.
Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum. Dirty White Boy, Dirty White Girl. Back here with more action in a moment. Stay with us.
Have you tried to get a loan lately and all you heard was no? Where's the cash?
I found the place, Cash America. The people are friendly and courteous, and best of all, they say yes to over 5,000 pawn loans every day. Call this number for the location nearest you. Cash America, the cash you need when you need it.
Cash America, we got the cash.
Thank you, Cash America.
If you can love squeeze bottles, Crystal has the kind you could love. They call it the Big Sipper. The colors are rather odd. They even whistle. Why, I can't imagine. Hurry, and you can get one filled with 32 fluid ounces of Coke for $1.89. And Crystal will refill it for 69 cents. Of course, you could use them to baste a turkey, call your dog. Shut up! Put out a fire, a small one, signal for help.
It's a free-for-all offer at your furniture center. Right now, for 2 weeks only, take advantage of totally free interest till $19.91, plus free delivery and free setup. Simply make any purchase of $2.99 or more now through July the 21st, and you don't pay a cent of interest till January 1991. That's 6 months of finance charges absolutely free. There's no tricks and there's no gimmicks. It's a straightforward offer from your friends at the Furniture Center. But hurry, you have only till July the 21st to get free interest till 1991.
For 4 days only and only at Dundee Chevrolet both locations. Not just one or two, a whole group of new 90 Cavaliers like this, priced to move through Monday night at just $69.90. But you don't have to pay cash. Look at this, $129 a month. New 1994 door aluminums with V6 power, air, power steering, brakes, AM, FM stereo, and more through Monday night, $10,990. But this offer ends Monday night at both big Dundee Chevrolet locations, north on Austin P and Dundee 2, south Airways and Winchester at the airport.
Well, the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion is standing in the ring right now, talking about Nightmare Ken Wayne. This is a non-title match. Here comes Bill Dundee and Tessa. This had been scheduled as a tag team match. Bill and his partner, who turned out to be Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, scheduled to go against Ken Wayne and RPM Tommy Lane. But Eddie says, no, I was paid to be your partner Monday night. You didn't say anything about today. I was paid to be your partner at the arenas, but not here. Ken Wayne jumps Bill Dundee from behind. Referee says, let's get this one underway. So the bell sounds as Ken Wayne took advantage of the situation, and just as the bell was sounding, he was nailing Bill Dundee from behind. In the corner of Bill Dundee is Eddie Gilbert. He has removed his sunglasses, standing there observing the situation. He promised he would stand there. He said, that's free. There's no extra charge for that. I don't believe what I just heard, I don't think. The referee asked Eddie Gilbert, was there hair pulling? He said, yeah, Bill pulled his hair. Don't believe that. What is this? Now, Ken Wayne has just pulled Dundee's hair. There he goes again. And the referee again asked Eddie Gilbert. And Eddie said, I didn't see it. Boy, I tell you what. Strictly a mercenary. You pay him and he'll be your friend. Otherwise, he's not having anything to do with Bill Dundee. And Tessa's over in the corner watching the situation. Eddie over talking with security. Just generally enjoying himself. There's Tessa. She's concentrating on the action, no doubt about it. Bill Dundee against Ken Wayne in the ring right there. Ken Wayne converts into a head scissors. Billy's screaming that he had his hair pulled. Ken Wayne says, no, I didn't pull hair. No point in even asking Eddie Gilbert. I know what he's going to say. He didn't see it. Boy. Ken Wayne with the advantage here on Bill Dundee. He's got him in the head scissors. Dundee works his way out of it. Ken Wayne quickly back up on his feet. And again, Bill Dundee is saying, he is just pulling my hair left and right here. Keep your eye on it. Billy, nice move around behind Ken Wayne. And Wayne hangs onto that left arm, takes him off his feet. But Bill Dundee comes up with the head scissors on Ken Wayne. And, oh, come on. Ken Wayne then screams, he pulled my hair. And Calhoun says, did he pull his hair? Well, break the hold. Eddie Gilbert he checked with and says, well, I think you did the right thing there, Jerry, probably. Boy. Bill Dundee standing over Ken Wayne. Crowd wanting him to take advantage of the situation, but Billy wisely does not. Class move by Bill Dundee and not taking advantage. Ken Wayne immediately jumps on his feet and starts complaining, and Jerry Calhoun, the referee, says he didn't do anything, and Ken Wayne says, well, he was going to. But he didn't. Down to the mat goes Ken Wayne. We're 2 minutes, 50 seconds into the action. 10 minutes, the overall time limit of this one. Ken Wayne, the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, in there in a non-title match against the superstar, Bill Dundee, with his new partner, who is just standing kind of looking around. Eddie Gilbert just kind of daydreaming back over in the corner, checking his sunglasses, making sure there's no lint or dust on there. Look out, the Dirty White Boys jump into the ring and grab Bill Dundee. That's going to be a technical loss for Ken Wayne. As the Dirty White Boys jump in there, Tessa, meanwhile, saying to Eddie Gilbert, please come in and help him out. Look at this, Eddie Gilbert grabbing Tessa by the hair as they're on the floor. If we can get a picture of it. Jerry Lawler nails Eddie Gilbert. Eddie struck Tessa, Lawler in, smashes Ken Wayne, he leaves, and now Lawler goes after the Dirty White Boys. It's Lawler and Dundee. And again, for the moment anyway. And the Dirty White Boys run together in the middle of the ring. Lawler, Dundee, grabbing Tony Anthony. Up over the back, double backdrop. And Lawler nails him with a right hand and knocks it through the rope. Tom Burton right there waiting for him. And there goes Tony Anthony staggering toward the door. Tom Burton on his way out, too. Lawler and Dundee, what a team they used to be. And boy, right there together for the moment, you saw why, as they really cleared that area.
If you recall, about half hour ago, you said for $5,000 I could buy the king himself. Well, I'm asking, brother, for $5,000, Eddie Gilbert ain't been paid, ain't going to get paid. You say yes, and we'll kick their can.
I'll tell you what, Bill. I didn't say for $5,000. I said for that kind of money. You can get my services for a lot less than that. I can't stand Eddie Gilbert, and he just showed his true colors right here. And I'll tell you what. Tony Anthony, I never did like you, and Hollywood, John Tatum, you and I have had a couple run-ins before, too. So I'll tell you what, you can forget the $5,000. It'll be my pleasure because I love it, brother. And Dirty White Girl, I want to be there firsthand to see you get yours. So, Dundee, you got it, me and the king.
All right, brother, you got it. Now, let me tell you, brother, this is it. It's been that guy and this one around here for a long time. And Tina Turner had a song that said the bitch was back, the king's back, and so is the superstar, and we whooping you, all right, buddy?
Okay, boy, what a team. Forget Eddie Gilbert. It's going to be Lawler and the superstar coming up in that match this week. We'll be back in a moment.
Picture the antique treasures and the old-time values at Hickory Ridge Mall's Summer Antique Show and Sale. Friday through Sunday at Hickory Ridge Mall, Winchester at Hickory Hill.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Rentronics has an offer that is simply smashing!
Rentronics Replacement Plan. If something you rent to own is lost or damaged by theft, fire, flood, or hurricane, we'll replace it free.
Come on! That makes renting to own as easy as pie! That's the last pie!
The Rentronics Replacement Plan. Only at America's Home for Rent to Own.
If you help create the solution to our city's toughest problem.
The rewards can be yours on Missing Rewards, Sunday at 11 on TV5.
Okay, boy, some kind of excitement going on here a moment ago, and it's official. Lawler and Dundee are going to be partners in the match, which is coming up Monday night. Coming up tonight, there's big action in Holly Springs, Mississippi at Russ College. 8 o'clock is when it begins. King Cobra will be included on that card in Holly Springs, Mississippi tonight. You still got time to pick up your tickets in advance. If you buy them before time, you save $1. And you see some of the folks that are going to be there, including King Cobra, Big Lou, Rex King, Ken Wayne, ladies match too. It's all tonight in Holly Springs, Mississippi. July 13th, that's next Friday night. Friday the 13th. I beg your pardon. Well, I skipped down here to Jackson, Tennessee. How about that? Jackson, Tennessee on Sunday, July 15th. Live USWA wrestling action at New Broncos, completely air-conditioned. That is on Sunday, July 15th. Jerry Lawler will be there. Bill Dundee is also scheduled on the card. And Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis, all of them scheduled in Jackson, Tennessee on Sunday, July 15th. Here's Jerry right now.
Dave, I just want to say real quickly while you're talking about Jackson, Tennessee, that is going to be a real big day up in Jackson. Not only are we going to wrestle, of course, that night in Jackson there at the New Broncos Club, but also, as you know, Lawler's Army, my softball team, we go out to different towns around the area and we do big benefit ball games. But we're going to be playing in Jackson, Tennessee that afternoon. At 1 o'clock, we're going to play against the Jackson Sun All-Stars. We're also going to play against the Jackson Police Department All-Stars.
Wow.
Then we're going to have a third game against a team that's coming all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Squared Circle Fan Club. There's going to be 3 games that day at Tobe, I think it's called Tobe Bailey Field up there in Jackson. And the captain of this Philadelphia team is putting his hair at stake in this game against my hair. Believe it or not. That's right. One of us, whoever loses that ball game there in Jackson is going to stand on a home plate and get their head shaved right there.
Let me ask, is this the guy who never learns? Did he get his head shaved once before?
Yeah, he got it once before, and you're right. He's hard to learn a lesson. So anyway, that's going to take place all on Jackson on the 15th,
Okay.
and tickets are only $1, and it goes to a good cause. So everybody come on out and see us that afternoon at 1:30, as a matter of fact.
1:30 on Sunday, July 15th. That'll be a week from tomorrow in Jackson, Tennessee for the softball action, and then the wrestling will be next Sunday night at 8 o'clock. All right, yeah, Kennett, Missouri. I knew we had on Friday the 13th, Kennett, Missouri at the American Legion building. 8 o'clock will be wrestling time there. Jeff Gaylord is scheduled. Dirty White Boys. Lawler is scheduled on the card, too, as is the Snowman ladies match, too, in Kennett, Missouri. And repeating Jackson, Tennessee right there on Sunday the 15th. July 19th, Jacksonville, Arkansas. It'll be at 8 o'clock. At the Boys Club Gym. The USWA will be coming to Jacksonville, Arkansas on Thursday the 19th. On July 20th, Friday night, Bradford, Tennessee will be the scene of the action. 8 o'clock at the high school gym, sponsored by the Bradford Chamber of Commerce, in conjunction with the Doodle Soup Festival. That is coming up July 20th, 8 o'clock, Bradford, Tennessee. It's a Friday night. And coming soon, the USWA will be in neighboring Trenton, Tennessee. Stand by for a date, and also the card in Trenton, Tennessee. We'll be having more word on that in the weeks to come. That is the action around the territory. Ken Wayne, the Nightmare, out here just a moment ago, ended up losing the match on a technical loss as the Dirty White Boys jumped in the ring in his match against Bill Dundee. The match going along pretty good there. Let's see if we can get Ken out just a moment. I think we got some videotape that Ken might be interested in taking a look at about the opponent, which you've got coming up.
Before I talk about Monday night, I want everybody to know that Friday I'm going to be in Kennett, Missouri, and tonight in Holly Springs, I'm going to be there defending my U.S. Junior Heavyweight title against who? The one and only King Cobra. Now, talking about Monday night, before we go any further, I know you got the tape to show. Let's show that tape, because this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Roll the tape. Go ahead. Go ahead. Roll
This is Kowabunga.
Years now, Kowabunga has waited in the shadows, waiting for the right time to show his face upon the wrestling world. Now is that time, for the world of wrestling is scarred with the face of evil, and Kowabunga is that fighter of evil, a fighter for truth, justice, and a bigger slice of pizza.
Well, it may look ridiculous to you, but I tell you what, it looks like he's pretty well skilled in the martial arts, and you could be in trouble when he steps in the ring.
Martial arts, man, don't you realize this is wrestling? It's not karate. It's not savate. It's not boxing. It's wrestling. Well, brother, you know, let me make it real short and simple. What it amounts to, and I know there's going to be a lot of kids going to come down and see the turtle, and it was only a matter of time before somebody put on a turtle suit. Well, I knew that was coming. So they decided to put me against him. Well, kids, it's a man in a turtle suit. All I'm going to do to him is make turtle soup out of him, man. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. They're putting me, the U.S. junior heavyweight champion, against a turtle. And you know you can't pin a turtle because he's got a shell on his back. So you know what I'm going to do to him, Lance? I'm going to kick the shell out of him. Get it?
I think that's about enough of the interview from the U.S. junior heavyweight champion, Ken Wayne, as he leaves the area. We're going to be back. We've got some more action coming up. The Dirty White Boys will be here, but they'll be going against the USWA Tag Team Champions when we return.
Nothing quenches your thirst like the light, clean citrus taste of Squirt. Give your thirst a Squirt.
Allied Medical for home care equipment and supplies. For a complete line of home care equipment and supplies, call on Allied Medical, the people who care.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, and that's the truth. I like restaurants where people are glad to see you, where hamburgers are made from fresh beef, not frozen, and made to order with your choice of fresh toppings. I started a bunch of restaurants just like that 20 years ago. Wendy's old-fashioned hamburgers. Come on in. Hi. Howdy, dude.
Huh? Enjoy Wendy's quarter-pound single hamburger for only 99 cents after 4 p.m. every day and all day Sunday for a limited time only.
Jolly Royal leads the parade of low prices with great American savings like this. This triple-back living room is $21.27 per month. This patriotic 4-piece early American bedroom with 70-inch dresser, $42.42 per month. This 4-piece black lacquer bedroom with 60-inch chest, $42.42 per month. This revolutionary 5-piece benchcraft recliner sectional with sleeper, $66.20 per month. Remember Jolly Royal's 3 freedoms: free delivery, free setup, and free layaway.
Should be a very good match coming up right here. Our expiration of time match today on USWA Championship Wrestling. Got the Dirty White Boys who are going to be headed this way right now. And by the way, this is a non-title match, but their opponents are the current champions, holders of the USWA Tag Team titles. Here come the Dirty White Boys with the Dirty White Girl. And there they are, belts around their waist. Rex King and Joey Maggs, the USWA Tag Team champions, as they hand the belts out to the security guard. And referee Jerry Calhoun is there, and we are just about set for action in this expiration of time match that we have been looking forward to all day. Boy, what a day this has been on Championship Wrestling. As we get underway, Tony Anthony will be going against Rex King. That's how it starts out. Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy, comes in not too good a mood, I might add. Rex King, boy, nice move from him. You know, sometimes when your opponent, big and tough like the Dirty White Boy, comes in so upset, you can turn that to your advantage if you can stay cool. Well, that's what Rex King and Joey Maggs have got to be thinking right now. The double chop. This is Joey Maggs. Tony Anthony fired into the turnbuckle. Just left there. Joey Maggs sends Rex King. Rex King, nice flip out of the ring, back to the center of the ring. Joey Maggs waiting right there with a drop kick. Boy, you talk about some teamwork as they double up a little bit, but boy, they are like a well-oiled machine. Looking good. Well, not so good there because Tony Anthony got Rex King with a right fist, hit him right in the face with it. There's a tag by Rex. Joey Maggs comes back in. Tom Burton is the Dirty White Boy in the ring right now. Burton back on his feet. Not for long. Joey Maggs pops him down with a good drop kick. Joey over to the corner. Rex King takes the tag and comes back in. A double twist on those arms. Tom Burton gets a chop. Burton back up on his feet. Forearm smash by Rex King. Referee was right there and said it's just fine. Nothing wrong with it. There's a tag by Burton. Tony Anthony will be coming in. Minute and a half gone. Expiration of time match. Could be 1 fall, could be 3 or 4. Right now, time is not a problem. Rex King. I think he had his hair pulled just a little bit back under the rope. Oh, nice shoulder coming off of there, though. Burton thought he had him set up, and frankly, I did too. But Rex King, well, didn't work out well that time. Rex King reversed it on Burton. I mean, on Anthony, on Tony Anthony. At that time, Tony Anthony nailed him. Right fist by Anthony. The Dirty White Boys make a tag. Now Tom Burton coming back in. Double headbutt by the Dirty White Boys. Rex King in some trouble. Burton fires him into the ropes. Caught him with a clothesline coming off of there. Referee warning him about using that arm across the throat. Anthony back in. Big and tough Tony Anthony. Rex King ducks under. Dirty White Girl reaching to trip Rex King, threw him off balance. Joey Maggs in there, grabbed by Tony Anthony. We got all 4 of them in the ring right now. That was a brain buster by Tony Anthony over here on Joey Maggs, while Tom Burton continues to work on Rex King. Dirty White Boys doubling up. Here come Lawler and Dundee. Baseball bat and a trash can. And that is going to be a technical loss. That's going to be a technical loss for Rex King and Joey Maggs. Tony Anthony just got smashed with that baseball bat by Lawler. Lawler jabs him right under the throat with it. Meanwhile, Joey Maggs has just smacked Tony Burton over on the other side of the ring. Look out. Burton walking right toward Lawler, and Lawler jabbed him in the midsection with that bat. Referee now trying to give Burton the opportunity to follow Tony Anthony out of the area. Oh, my goodness. Bill Dundee, one last shot at him with that garbage can. Well, there's interference. There are going to be some fines levied. But at least it stopped the rampage of the Dirty White Boys as they were in here against Rex King and Joey Maggs. Again, the team of Maggs and Rex King are now 1 fall down, though. It is a non-title match, but they are 1 fall down as they will check the time and see, but I think we'll have time to get a second fall underway in just a moment. Let's take a break. We'll check that time and join you again in just a moment.
If you can't get enough of your favorite toppings, Pizza Hut has the pizzas you'll love. Do you love me? The Meat Lovers Pizza. 6 mouth-watering meat toppings smothered between 2 luscious layers of cheese. And now the new Veggie Lovers Pizza with peppers, mushrooms, and tons of other great veggies. Now get a Meat Lovers or new Veggie Lovers for $9.99. Any 2 for just $4 more. Do you love Meat Lovers, Veggie Lovers. Now who do you love? Pizza Hut. Making it great.
Since I've quit smoking, I feel 20 years younger.
I did it for them, but I never knew how much it could do for me.
I'm Dr. Kenneth Grossman, and I can help you stop smoking. Attend my seminar, and in just 3 hours, you'll become a non-smoker without cravings, irritability, or weight gain.
Quit smoking for only $38, Monday, July 9th at the Memphis Omni Hotel. That's Monday, July 9th at the Memphis Omni Hotel. Seminar begins at 7 p.m. Please register at 6:30.
Sure you're at the You Can Rent-a-thon, baby.
Now, during the You Can Rent Rent-a-thon, one price fits all. That's right, one price, $29 pays the first month's rent on any item in the store. Portable or console TVs, VCRs, stereos, washers, dryers, microwaves, refrigerators, living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms. Just $29 pays the first month's rent. But hurry, this one price fits all special is for a limited time.
You Can Rent-a-thon.
Dear Jenny, you're so neat. I don't usually pour my heart out like this. I'm mesmerized. your effervescent charm.
My passion for you will never be quenched. I will always thirst for your companionship.
Oh, Jenny, you must feel so special. I feel like a Pepsi.
Once again, here's a look at the action at the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night. Bad Wayne Bright's special night down there for families.
That's right, Family Appreciation Night this week, Dave. No beer sales at the Mid-South Coliseum. Plenty of secured parking. Special night honoring the personnel and their families at Millington Naval Air Station. They can get the gold section low seats for just $3 this week, Dave.
Should be a big night for the entire family there. Opening match of the night begins at 8 o'clock. T.D. Steele will be going against Dirty White Boy Tom Burton. Should be an interesting match right there, and another interesting match, too. Young Ben Jordan will be going against the tough veteran for RPM Tommy Lane. Don Bass goes against King Cobra in a single match. Nightmare Ken Wayne goes against Kowabunga. He can stand out here and laugh all he wants to, but I don't know. I've seen guys like Kowabunga before who really can put some moves on you and get their opponent in trouble. Is that the case? Well, we'll find out Monday night. USWA tag team titles on the line, as Rex King and Joey Maggs, who will be back in second fall action here in just a moment, will be putting those belts on the line against the very rugged Wild Things. The Wild Things, Jeff Gaylord and Scott Braddock, who, of course, have downtown Bruno in their corner. That presence right there can always spell trouble. That's the first of three main events of the night. The next one, a special grudge tag match, and this one has undergone a change. It was to have been Bill Dundee with Tessa and his special partner, Eddie Gilbert, who he paid to come in here, but Eddie was not too thrilled to be involved in anything around here today because he said he hadn't been paid for that, just for Monday night. Well, Bill Dundee says, don't need you. Got another partner right here, someone who came in and proved he was willing to help, the King, Jerry Lawler. They're together again. Boy, they were one of the toughest tag teams ever around here, and they'll be back Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Lawler and Dundee. Tessa will be in their corner against Hollywood John Tatum and Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony, with Dirty White Girl in their corner. But then, the Unified World Tag Team title match coming up. Two referees, one of them in the ring to count the shoulders, the other one outside the ring to prevent outside interference, as Jerry the King Lawler will be trying to take that belt back from the Snowman. That is the action Monday night. Begins at 8 o'clock at the Memphis Mid-South Coliseum. Well, it has been one of those days in which we have seen the Dirty White Boys out here time after time. Just a moment ago, we saw Lawler and Dundee come back to kind of run them out of here, too, in their match. And, well, speaking of that, here they come again. Look, you've already had your interview now.
I'm coming out for another one, whether you like it or not.
Well, watch yourself with that chair, too.
Oh, yeah, well, I got this chair. Well, did you just see what happened? Superstar Bill Dundee and Jerry the King Lawler had to come out, had a bat and a trash can or something, and started beating us up with it. Now, is that very fair? Huh? They interfered in our match, the world title match. They interfered. Well, let me tell you something. King the Jerry Lawler, you want to stick your nose where it don't belong? Well, come on, Puck, because I'm fed up to here with Superstar Bill Dundee. And now, Puck, you want to stick your nose where it don't belong? Well, that's fine, Lawler, because this chair looks real good crammed down around your neck. And there's nothing that you can do about it. You've been running roughshod around here for long enough. And Dundee, you rut, I'm going to stomp your stinking brains out, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then, this little lady right here, Tessa, that was just an example of what's going to happen, girl. You keep sticking your nose where it don't belong, you're going to get hurt. Lawler, you want to stick it where it don't belong? That's fine. You come on, Dundee, come on. Myself, John Tatum, and the White Girl will be there Monday night. Just make sure you got enough guts to show up. And I believe Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert has got a little something that he wants to say. So, Eddie, where is it? Oh, here you go. I'm sorry. I'm so mad I don't know what to do. Go ahead, baby.
I'm a little bit out of my head right now, Dave Brown. Correct me if I'm wrong. I got up very early this morning because I usually sleep late. I got up very early this morning to be here free of charge to pick up my check from Superstar Bill Dundee. But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I'm getting my money now.
I don't think you can count on getting that money either, Eddie.
Well, that's just fine. Because Bill Dundee, you listen good, because I've never made a promise I didn't back up. If I don't get my money, and Jerry the King Lawler, if you're the reason I'm not getting my money,
look over your back when you go to the ring this week. Look here next week. You better look behind all the curtains because you haven't heard the last from Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and somebody is going to get hurt.
Eddie Gilbert. Oh, boy, what? This is a parade here. Here's downtown Bruno.
I'll tell you what, Dave, this is pick on Jerry Lawler Day. I'll tell you something. The Wild Things and myself do not like to be sidetracked. We don't like to be distracted. The only thing on our minds is the Tag Team Championship. We want to be the Tag Team Champions of the USWA, and the Wild Things in downtown Bruno are capable of it. But now Jerry Lawler has come out here. He's got my mind on other things. Now Jerry Lawler's got the Wild Things upset. He's got me upset. I'm going to get Buck, get Buck, get Buck. When it comes talking about Jerry Lawler, see, because he's going to stand out here. He's going to talk bad about me. He's going to run me down. He's going to accuse me of costing him a match that I didn't cost him. He's going to accuse me of being unfaithful and unloyal towards him. Well, Dave, you know it. These guys know it. I know it. And everybody in the wrestling audience out here on TV knows it. I offered Jerry Lawler my hand in friendship. I offered to be his manager, and he talked bad about me. He called me a weasel, and nobody should call downtown Bruno a weasel. He said he didn't want me. He didn't want anything to do with me. Well, Dave, now I'm upset. I've got no choice. Lawler, you made me look bad. Brother, I've got to make you look bad. It's as simple as that, Lawler. It's like Mama says, Kingfish. It be that way sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, downtown Bruno and the Wild Things. You better concentrate on your guys going after the USWA tag team belts and not on Lawler. Remember, there's going to be a second referee to keep an eye out for folks like you out there when that action comes up Monday night down at the Mid-South Coliseum. Well, I don't see any more of them headed this way, thank goodness. Maybe we can get some action in the ring, right? Well, no, we don't have time to start a second fall, do we? No, thank you, Bruno. You just talked us right out of time for a second fall, I think. Let's take a break. We'll be back to recap in just a moment.
TV5, Hyde Park Products, and Memphis State University present the best of the class of 1990s.
A hug that says we'll keep in touch, 'cause friendship never ends. A day for happiness, but why do all the tears flow? Where did all the years go? The autograph, the cap and gown, the honors that you've earned, a future that looks bright because of everything you've learned. A smile that says you've made it all the way.
TV5, Hyde Park Products, and Memphis State University salute these young men and women and their pursuit of excellence as the best of the class of 1990.
Okay, so you're one of those persons who only buys national brands. And this is what you get. But did you know you'll find products as good or better in a Hyde Park can? And we'll throw in our 2 cents worth for any Hyde Park label redeemed by schools, churches, or any nonprofit organization. That means your kids can save labels, take them to school, and not only get computers, but also TVs, VCRs, band uniforms, sports equipment, school trips, swings, office supplies, science.
One-of-a-kind furniture bargains at real bargain prices can be found at Furniture Center's outlet stores. Check both of our stores daily to see what new values we have on living room groups,